The Narendra Modi-led government recently lifted the decades-old ban on government employees associating with the RSS and its activities. The RSS was initially declared an unlawful organization in 1948 due to concerns over its activities after Nathuram Godse assassinated Mahatma Gandhi. Reacting to this, Amit Malviya has said that the original order shouldn't have been passed in the first place. He also recalled that the ban was imposed because of 7th November 1966. There was, of course, a massive anti-cow slaughter protest at the parliament. Now, RSS Janasangh mobilized support in lakhs and many died in police firing. He also said that on 30th November 1966, shaken by the RSS Janasangh clout, Indira Gandhi banned government staff from joining the RSS. Of course, the latest that's coming in at this point of time. My reporter is going to be joining us very shortly to give us more details on this. But for now, a latest and big breaking coming in at this point of time. Remember, viewers, the Narendra Modi-led government has recently lifted the decades-old ban on government employees associating with the RSS and its activities. The RSS of course, that's the latest that's coming in at this point of time. So, of course, Amit Malviya has now reacted to it, and he said that the original order shouldn't have been passed in the first place. He's also recalled that the ban was imposed because of the 7th November 1966, where, of course, there was a massive anti-cow slaughter protest at the parliament. RSS Janasangh mobilized support of lakhs and many died in police firing. He also said that on November 30th, 1966, shaken by the RSS Janasangh clout, Indira Gandhi banned government staff from joining the RSS. All right, joining us at this point of time is my colleague Anand Singh. Anand, what exactly has taken place? If you could take our viewers through the statements that have been made by Amit Malviya.
Amit Malviya yesterday shared the order of the government dated July 9, and he said that the unconstitutional order that was issued by the then Congress government has been removed by the Modi government, and it is a corrective step that has been taken in view of the Rashtriya Samsevak Sangh, which is the parent body of the BJP. Earlier, before Amit Malviya shared that post, Jairam Ramesh has taken a dig at the government, saying that the government order that was issued last week to claim that a ban on the participation of government employees in the activities of the RSS has been removed. And he said that Malviya mentioned that the order that was an unconstitutional directive which was issued 58 years ago has been withdrawn by the Modi government. Now, before that, Congress has been taking a jibe at the government over the order that was issued in 1966, which banned the government officials to participate in the RSS programs. And now that order has been withdrawn. And then Jairam Ramesh also mentioned that how in 1948, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had banned RSS following the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi in at that time. And then he also went on to mention that how the RSS was banned again in 1966 and 1980 by the then Congress government. And he said that the 58-year-old order that was issued now has been removed by the Modi government, and now the officials can participate in the same. So clearly, he took a jibe at the government following the orders by the Modi government to remove ban on the government official to participate in any of the RSS programs. And he said that now in Khaki Knickers, government officials can join. Clearly taking a jibe at the half thoughts of the RSS, brown color half thought, that was replaced by the brown full pants in 2016. Back to you.
Right. Absolutely. So that's, of course, the latest that is coming in at this point of time. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Raman Malik, a BJP spokesperson. Sir, good morning to you, and thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, how do you view the latest developments that are coming in at this point of time? The fact that this ban, after so many decades, has now been removed?
I believe this should have been done a little earlier, though it is not it's a good step taken a little late by the government. But it should have been done a long time back, maybe in 2014 also, because this, a wrong done by the earlier prior government has to be rectified. One must understand RSS is not a political outfit. It is more about a social, cultural, integrative outfit which talks about social nationalism, cultural nationalism, unification of India. It talks about taking care of everybody. It does work into education. It does work into women. It does work into people who are underprivileged. It works for Adivasis. It works for the Anya Samajas.
Right.
So it has a Muslim wing also. It has a Sikh wing also. It has a Mahila wing also. So one must understand that RSS primarily is a socio-cultural organization, and it has got nothing to do with political scope. And that is number one. The fear of RSS was such that the then Prime Minister Nehru and his dictatorial legacy and those who live under the patronage of that legacy have continued to call it names. And there are people in the Congress also and who have told the family that, yes, this is not right. And then there are people who manifest their ill-visioned approach towards RSS. Now that continues, but I very strongly believe that it's a social cultural organization until such time that the people working in the designated office have a service rule book. Now, those service norms should not be broken, but at the same point, doing exercising, talking, and making your brain work towards national integration, national development, helping others. If this is the intent to do, there's nothing wrong in it, and this should not have been stopped. It would only strengthen the resolve of the officers of the government to serve people better rather than self-interest.
Right, so absolutely. Requesting you to kindly stay on with us, because joining us at this point of time is Surendra Rajput, Congress spokesperson. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, the BJP spokesperson has said that this should have perhaps been done earlier. But how do you view this, the fact that after many, many decades, this ban has been lifted?
देखिए, जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के मूल में कहीं न कहीं मूल चरित्र में हिंसा हो, उसको सरकारी कर्मचारियों के लिए खोल देना अत्यंत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और इसको कोर्ट में चैलेंज होना चाहिए। सच बात यह है कि जहां पर जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहीं ना कहीं महात्मा गांधी जी के हत्यारों के विचारधारा के साथ जुड़ी होने की बात करती हो, इतिहास में दो बार सिर्फ इसीलिए बैन हुई है, उसको कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं कहा जा सकता। जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमेशा हिंदू मुसलमान करती हो, उसको कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं कहा जा सकता। और अगर इस तरीके से कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के नाम पर सरकारी कर्मचारियों को आरएसएस जैसे संस्थानों की गतिविधियों में भाग लेने की इजाजत दी जाएगी, तो कर्नल पुरोहित को भी याद आपको करना पड़ेगा, समझौता एक्सप्रेस को भी आपको याद करना पड़ेगा। और फिर कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के नाम पर तो जमीयत उलमा हिंद भी है, कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के नाम पर तो अन्य ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी उन्हीं के नाम पर बनती हैं, चाहे वो सिमी बनती हो, चाहे वो पीएफआई बनती हो। सरकारी कर्मचारी हमारे यहाँ पर एपॉलिटिकल होते हैं और नॉन कमिटल होते हैं। यहाँ कमिटेड ब्यूरोक्रेसी नहीं है, नॉन कमिटल ब्यूरोक्रेसी है। अगर इसको आप कमिटेड ब्यूरोक्रेसी बनाएंगे तो ये देश में एक खतरनाक संदेश है जिसको कि रोका जाना चाहिए।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.